Damn it. Just damn it. I think I have it done. I had to restart the whole ass computer. It was really kind of irritating. But we got it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you are in my Discord. So let us see. I know, golf clap for me. I know, Jesus Christ. All right, now. Okay. Like general voice? Or just general? Oh, general voice channels. Gotcha. Excuse me. All right, I'm in voice. There we are. You can join, I guess.
Hello?
Hey, OT, how's it going?
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, yes.
Okay, Val, can you hear me? Val? Press 1 if you can hear me. Anybody in the chat, but I only saw Val. Woody is echoing.
Oh, should I turn my...
Are you using headphones or like...
No, I'm not using headphones. It's just...
That more than likely is why. If you have like speakers like playing out loud, then it's playing back through the microphone.
How would I fix that?
Use headphones.
Oh, obviously. Okay. Hold on just a moment. I'm connecting it just to make sure.
Are your speakers off?
No.
Okay, just let me know when they're off and I'll try again.
I have not used this device yet on here, so I'm trying to put it on there. I apologize.
You're fine. Take your time.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and listen on my phone and mute my speakers. It's just fucking easier.
Okay. One thing you could do too is you could mute the desktop audio, and then that way they're just hearing it through the speakers.
Oh.
If you mute the desktop audio on
Streamlabs.
How's that? Because I just did that.
So, chat, is this any better? Can you hear me better now with, like, it's not echoing?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, it should be coming through your desktop audio, but at the same time, it's better than nothing. So, like, you want it to be through your desktop audio, but you just got to set up, like, headphones or, like, earbuds or something so that when you stream, like, it doesn't reverb, like, feedback back into your microphone. That makes sense, right?
Absolutely.
I'm generally really bad at explaining things, or I feel like I'm bad at explaining things.
Not.
So, like, I don't want to. Yeah.
I actually wanted to name that Streamlabs Dick Face, but I didn't. I didn't because some people get offended. It's trying you.
Dick Face.
No, Dick Face. Dickhead.
I don't understand why.
Because it tells everybody to stop doing things that aren't necessarily things that need to be stopped. The bot. The Streamlabs bot.
Oh, the Streamlabs bot. Okay. Yeah, so you logged into your Streamlabs account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you were setting that up earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay, so somewhere in that dashboard there will be a thing for the chatbot, and you can turn those settings off and change them. Because you do want the chatbot and you want it to be mod, but, like, you don't want it freaking out at long messages or too many caps, that kind of thing. You just want to have, like, pretty low settings that just, it times people out if somebody says, slurs or something like that.
Okay. So we're looking at
In the meantime, Streamlabs won't time anybody out, but it'll just keep complaining. So you can turn that off, though, in the settings.
The settings that are in the actual window, we get, like, the appearance notification.
So I'll be honest, I don't know how to use Streamlabs desktop, but I know if you log into the dashboard on the website, there's settings in there. Look for chatbot.
Okay. Thank you.
But I don't know how to use the desktop program itself. I think I've used it like twice in my life. I use like old school OBS. Like, no, back like when I started streaming, we didn't even have OBS Studio. It was just OBS, and it was like a completely different program, and it was crazy. Like, I'm telling you, they didn't even have alerts when I first started streaming. We had to do everything by hand.
I am relatively new at this.
No, there's a lot of good, like, software and stuff out there for live streaming, but it feels like nobody wants to use it. They just want to, like, go live and start talking shit. And, like, maybe they're right, maybe the fuck it attitude works well for some people, but, I like to go in and tinker with shit.
So I'm in the dashboard, and I'm going to look at what now?
Oh, hold on. I don't have that pulled up. I was just meaning you can do that someday, in the near future. But you're logged into the dashboard right now?
Yeah, right this second.
Okay, hold on. I'll look it up. Okay, Okay, on the left side.
It's Cloudbot.
Yes, Cloudbot. Click on Cloudbot, and I assume there's. Because see, I don't have it set up on here. Hold on.
So I would say like medium, or well, minimum.
I would set it to low, probably.
Minimum. Okay. Why are you fixing to cuss me out?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you want Streamlabs to stop complaining.
I know, right? Okay. Caps protection. Okay. There we go.
Okay, here we go. Mod tools. I have mine turned off. Minimum. Let's see. Yeah, I would turn off caps protection, symbol protection. You could leave link protection on. Word protection, you want to specify certain words for that. I would turn off emote protection, and I'd turn off paragraph protection, and I don't know what Zalgo is. I would turn that off too.
The hell?
Like, I never use the chatbots for the moderating features, because, like, I feel like the platform you can do that well, but,
Okay. Well, okay, it is as it is, and we can figure out.
Yeah, it's something you're gonna have to play around with, and like you'll learn it as you go.
So how's everybody doing today?
I mean, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
So.
Well, I feel like you were trying to ask me a bunch of questions yesterday, and I couldn't really keep up, and I feel like none of the questions had anything to do with me.
Correct.
Okay. So I feel like that's why I kind of wanted you to come on my panel, was because I feel like the people that you're probably trying to address would actually be there, and you could kind of address them, like, one-sidedly, if that makes any sense.
Well.
And by one-sidedly, I mean you close the chat and don't read their responses. Because you're the one on the platform. If that am I making any sense? I don't know if I am.
Yes.
I'm a little hazy today.
It's okay. We're all a little hazy today.
Yeah, and Spaghetti Model asked what questions, and like I don't even know that it applies to anybody in here, but like you could even ask right now. I'm not opposed to talking about it right now.
Hey Noxious, hey sweetie. We're doing good. No, I just kind of felt like I was being put in a different... Like, I thought everyone thought I was a complete asshole and hated me. And I heard a lot of things that made me think that everyone thought I was a complete asshole and hated me. And a grifter, by the way. However, I can understand where people are coming from. But I would also appreciate acknowledgement for moving past it.
Sure. I guess like I said, I'm a little hazy today, and so my timeline might be inaccurate about this, but like this all happened like I would say like a month or two ago. Am I right or wrong on that, or was it
Which
longer?
part?
I guess it would be when the GoFundMe happened, because that's pretty much when everything had apexed for you, right?
Yeah, I had asked for some help, and at some points, hold on, I thought you said some a-hole things at some points, and I think you made missteps, but I think you're fine as an individual. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, the GoFundMe was it was actually a suggestion.
I'm not asking from a point of judgment. I'm just asking when the GoFundMe was, just because I'm trying to put a timeline in my head together. That's all. I'm not even asking to explain the GoFundMe.
I want to be honest, so let us see. I'll give you the exact date. I need to get my actual computer set up.
You're fine.
So it was started on it was created April 14th, 2026.
Okay, so about that would be about 3 months ago. Okay.
Around about that, yes.
Okay. No, I mean, honestly, I thought it may have been shorter than 3 months, and so, for that amount, it's like when I like, I guess from my perspective, the way I perceive time, like, is important to me, and this may just be me going off on a tangent, but like, if I think it only happened like a couple of months ago, and like somebody can show me that, oh no, it was actually a longer amount of time, maybe I'm not perceiving time in this particular situation correctly, and that's something for me to obviously be aware of, and whatever biases that may hold. But I just want, but fair enough. Like, I just want you to, I guess, ask what you wanted to ask, and maybe if it addresses with anybody that's in the chat.
I would like to say just about the same thing as I did yesterday. I think you and Val are very highly intelligent. I would love to have a beer with you if I drank and we could all sit around. I think Val has some very interesting outlooks on issues, and I think you do too. I think that a dialogue instead of a monologue by me is a lot more conducive.
Okay, and that's totally fair. That's really like all I'm trying to have here is a dialogue. Mm-hmm. I just but then I guess you're just gonna have to remind me of a bit of what you were asking me about yesterday, because you had referenced something that had been posted on the forums, which I'm not on the forums to be clear about that. But yeah, like you would have to I guess you'd have to be more specific.
I apologize.
No, you're fine.
So to be specific, when I realized that I guess a couple of the people in the community knew it and they hid it from me. I didn't know, and they did it. They thought they did it from a perspective of caring. Like we care about her, so we don't want her to be even worse off. But
now, are you talking about like with respect to like in Hussey's community?
Yes.
I personally think that's a good thing. Like, I don't. There are times where I see certain people that'll like spin out about things, and like you find out that there's somebody behind the scenes like sending them every post this person makes about them, And I feel like they're becoming just as culpable because, like, they're feeding the constant feedback of, like, this person's talking about you constantly. So I do think that you should give credence to the fact that there's some caring involved in not sharing negative attention with you.
No, absolutely. I think the only time, I think I've only been there on one time, because it was told to me that I was there. And so I went on there, and it was hell even finding myself.
And so we are talking about the farms, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it was hell. I mean, and I was under, I think, hussies. Somebody, can't remember the exact name, said that I needed to get a job or a rope, which is tacky and in poor taste. I'm a vile woman, I'm this, I'm that. Not, I can't say this and that. You want specifics. Which is completely and totally inappropriate, because that is how he passed. Okay.
Right.
Then I find out that my information, all of it, is out there. Which, that's fine. I mean, I have $89,000 in student debt and shit credit. If you guys want that, that's fine. You can come and have it. But it's not that huge of a deal. What was a big deal is there were a lot of, well, first of all, my son's obituary was on there. And I do not appreciate that. On top of that, one day, and I think I know who did it. It was someone from a different community. And over again on the side of this right here, because I left YouTube. I was like, fuck that shit. This is funner anyway. I get to play music. And on the side, over again, it told me that this person told me, I don't know who it was a stock account, over and over that my kid killed himself because he couldn't stand having a mother like me.
I'm sorry that happened. I really am. Because I do agree that those things are those. I think that's probably going over the line.
That is going way over the line. That is into sociopath bullshit. I'm glad where I'm at. It's funny because we're talking about my kitty sitting over there on the windowsill. Oh, Jesus, help me. I just had a question as to why people had a problem with me asking for help. Is it because a lot of people... Streamlabs, shut the fuck up. Sorry. Why people had such a problem with me asking for help? I actually did need help. There were many people that helped. I had groceries because of many people. People are, you like me yelling at the pot. People have been very, very kind. But I have also seen in Val's community, in I think I watched Fresh Garbage, in a few other communities like that have been very cruel about it. And I cannot remember it. Don't make me say what they said, but it's not fun, nor is it appropriate. I did not take it. I didn't take it personally because I knew that there were people out there like Shani and Rev that actually live their absolute whole fucking life grifting. They beg and beg and beg.
Right.
And that's just not me.
Well, and I do tell people a lot that like watching Shady and Rev will really like desensitize you to a lot of things, simply because like you start to realize why people have such a lackadaisical attitude towards a lot of these things. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Hold on, I gotta look at this. I'm sorry. Holy hell. I appreciate you don't recognize, you don't know who did it. A lot of why. Okay, that's fine. And then there was. My only issue was being top tier.
Do you want me to read the chat?
No, I can. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of the things they say. My only issue is being a top tier member with Hussy, I'm assuming, while having the GoFundMe. I get that you need fund money, but I think putting it out there that the public was not the best optics. Okay, first of all, I did not put it out there. Hussy told Kick. The fact that I had the top tier membership or whatever the fuck.
Right. Can I get a timeline actually for when that was? Like, was this for like, how long were you the 150? Was it 150 you were paying?
I don't know what damn, let me look. I can actually look. But what I do know is I think I only stayed that way for a month or two, and it was during time when I was employed before all of this other stuff happened. So optics really wasn't an issue for me because it was my money and I was working for it. Let's see.
Yeah, listen, if you've got Saudi oil money, then be my guest. Like, you know, support content creators all you want. I'm just curious because like it felt like you know. I mean, and this has been a very economically volatile year.
Yes.
So people's situations changing from one month to the next, I'm actually not too shocked at with how I feel like things have been going this year. But, yeah, like, I feel like this is why I get hung up on timelines, because I feel like people would probably be able to understand that better, because I did feel like it was just kind of thrown out there that you were the $150 a month member or whatever, and like I was like, well, when was she that? You know, was it before?
Shit. I'm looking in my.
You can just guesstimate. I'm totally fine with that too.
Well, I don't want people to start thinking that, you know, I'm making shit up. So I was actually working at a salaried job of, I think it was 78 a year, 86 a year, some shit like that, as director of nursing education. And he was feeling kind of sad. I liked him, and he was feeling sad. He had this, and I was like, you know what? I did it, and I did it while he was out. And I told him, and I said, go check your YouTube. And he was just as happy as a little clam. And I think, I mean, obviously it's not something that anyone, like Buffwave has one that's fucking $400. I am not, there's no way in hell. No. But
I'm sorry, has one what for $400? Oh, he has a membership program.
Yes, she does.
Right?
It's like $3.99 or something like that.
Oh, were you signed up for that?
No shit, no. No shit, no. I have the dollars.
Okay. And so, yeah, Hussey had a 150 membership, right? It was 150 a month, right?
Yes.
149.99.
Yes, and
okay.
And
were you signed up for that membership? Yes or no?
Yes, for 2 months.
Okay. For 2 months. When would that have been?
When it first came out.
Last year.
When he first started it.
Out.
Yeah, when he first started it.
I feel like that would have been like late last year, so that would have been like September, October-ish maybe. I feel like it was sometime mid or late last year, right? Does that sound about right?
If I'm thinking, yeah, July or August.
I mean, maybe the question is, when did you leave the job?
February.
February, okay. So then, yeah, probably.
But it was. I'm sorry.
Probably. But you're saying you had it for 2 months.
I had it for 2 months, and it was.
All right.
I kind of wanted to make it. I told him. I said sometimes people do. It's kind of manipulative, but sometimes if people know that there's somebody doing it, they're gonna go do it too.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I tell other streamers this all the time. It's like, if you get one person to donate, then like other people will naturally want to donate. It's especially if you have like alerts up or whatever. Like that's how you incentivize it.
Val said, if I can be honest, I think the relation to Hussey, concert and lure funds needed. That we know where Monica, who is AJ, it became more of a picture that was maybe fair. I looked at your son's.
So that really would have been my next question. It's like, and I mean, I think you probably, I don't know. I mean, where do you feel like your responsibility lies in any of this?
My responsibility?
Yeah. I mean, do you just genuinely feel like you've been completely ganged up on with like
no.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine if you do too. I don't care. It's just I'm asking questions. I really don't know.
No, I understand. I'm not good at optics. I am, or whatever that's called. I am terrible at peopling. It's probably why we're all on the internet. I had never been a part. I have never been a part of any kind of community, really. I fucked up a lot. Like, even when I didn't know I was fucking up. Because they would say, well, you did this, this, and this. And I'd be like, why is that a problem? And they would say, because this is how it looks. And I've had that said to me several times. And I have messed up several times. Just like I told you earlier. So I don't check. You know that the Drill Thrill show was basically kind of slapped in my lap. And I kind of had to deal with that and figure out what I was going to do with it.
I'm not gonna lie, Kyler. I don't know that, like, because I did want to ask you whatever happened to M-Store, but like, it's none of my business if I'm being totally honest. Well, I don't feel like I don't know how pertinent it is to this conversation, but if you think it is, absolutely. But I feel like I want like more specifics as to like, where do you feel like you went wrong in any of this, and like, when did you start watching any of this type of content anyway? Like, when did you show up?
Oh, like drama?
How'd you get here? Yeah, how'd you get here?
So I was a traveling psych nurse, and I was in some hotel and getting ready to go to bed, and Ella T. Petty came up.
Okay.
And
that's how you fell in the shanty rabbit hole.
And that's how I found in the shanty rabbit hole. And that's how I fell into the Carrie thing. And then Hussey. And from there, I didn't go up on panel for quite some time.
Right.
I know that
You came up on panel until like late last year or early this year, right?
mid last year. No, it was Christmas time. I'm sorry. Yeah, late last year.
I mean, you were up there before because I stopped being friends with Hussey, I think, in summer of last year, so it was sometime after that. Because I used to go up on Hussey's panel at some point, too.
Yeah. I owe AJ a gigantic apology. When that's another fuck up. I owe AJ a gigantic apology. The reason I owe her an apology is because they asked me, what do you think as a professional? Correct? I just started rattling things off from what I know because they asked me questions. I was not diagnosing. I was just kind of saying this is... Basically, I shouldn't have said any of that shit. I just should have said, I don't know much about her. Y'all deal with it. I shouldn't even open my fucking mouth. For real. Not even a little bit. Because AJ was somebody that this was during the time that they...
Kylar? I have to be totally honest, like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, and I have a feeling AJ wouldn't have any clue what you're talking about either.
No, I'm sure she knows. Because...
But she brought it up on stream? I just don't ever remember her, like, bringing anything up, like... Because usually if AJ cares about something, like, she won't shut up about it, okay? I mean,
She didn't
we
for
all
a
know
while.
AJ.
She didn't for a while. So, what happened was the first time, and this was the first time I was ever on stream. The first time, Jesus Christ. The first time I was ever on stream with Hussey and them. And Hussey was sitting there, and he said, you study, you have a master's? Yes. You study psychiatry? Yes.
Okay.
What do you think? And I...
Oh, see, like, I had totally forgotten about that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I think
you diagnosed her.
I didn't diagnose. I said that these would be...
You diagnosed AJ. It's okay.
I am not able to diagnose as a registered nurse. I can say these could be diagnoses. But I shouldn't have even opened my mouth.
What they were?
I really don't want to say because I don't want to piss her off more. I would rather just let it sit. Okay, I did kind of diagnose her. Sage bitch, I do.
Okay, and that's the point. Like, you do realize that saying something and being like, not a diagnosis is not like a way around it. Like, there was actually a YouTuber that did this on Amber Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she would make all these videos calling Amber Lynn a narcissist, but then would like put in little clips, not a diagnosis. It's like, you can't do that. Like, it's at some point, like, it's obvious what you're doing there, right?
Yes, but when I asked Hussey.
Like, it is similar to, I think someone's a pedophile, in my opinion. It's very similar to that statement.
I don't think anybody is a pedophile.
No, yeah, I'm not accusing you of saying that, but I'm just saying it's similar to
in
that
Minecraft
statement where it's like, you declare something that has a factual, basis behind it, in my opinion, and like thinking that that's going to make it your opinion and not a factual statement.
So not that this excuses it, but this gives perspective. Okay, so before it happened, I said, clinically, he said, yeah, no, we're just having fun, and you can pull the stream up And he's like, clinically? And I said, clinically?
I don't need to.
And he said, yeah, we're just having a good time. So I just held forth. I just started talking about what I thought. Based upon the interactions I had seen, that was the time when Hussey...
And you're saying that was your first time on panel with Hussey?
Yes.
And so this was about AJ, but didn't it happen again later with Rev?
Yeah, but I was just being an asshole.
I guess from your perspective, do you feel like you were pressured to, like, say something? Because, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of one of those things where, like, it's almost like somebody points to you and says, you're a doctor, and you're, like, too embarrassed to, like, not say no, and, like, you end up, doing CPR on an airplane, just in general, but, like, do you see what I mean? But, you're not any good at CPR? I don't know.
It's... When you spend 10 years of your life, which is literally a quarter of your life, studying something, and you are master's prepared, and and somebody asks an opinion, you will give an opinion based upon your knowledge.
So, but you don't feel like you were pressured at all?
Sort of.
You do? Okay.
Sort of.
Okay, because that was really my question. That's fine.
But...
And so, like I said, it did happen with Rev, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I was being a dick. But when I started being a dick when he was being a dick, and I demanded an apology because he was being an asshole. Now, I, too, was being an asshole, but it was like, oh, Kylar, would be funny to be up there with Rev because of psychiatry. And I was like, yeah, what the hell? I mean, whatever. And it kind of, I don't know. I was being an asshole. I don't like Rev. And I don't like Shannon.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, you're not going to find me saying, don't do anything bad to precious Shanny. No, you can do anything. Like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck what anybody does with fucking Shanny. Like, I mean, I pointed out that I think it was exploitative with Buff, but you know what my real issue was? Like, with him doing Stank Tank? Was the fact that those fucking fat assholes were gonna sit around making fucking money when they've done nothing to earn it. Like, I would rather see you do Stank Tank because at least you give some fucking semblance of effort into your streams, and maybe you could just use a little attention and a little fucking money. Because I know you're not homeless and desperate to do it, you would be willing to do it, as a joke for yourself.
Yeah, no, this is because I've never seen it. I did send one TTS, and I was happy to do so. And they just looked at the...
It is what it is, like, at the end of the day, but I do stand behind the idea that I agree with not giving the child kickers money. But that's... People are going to do what they're going to do, so I just try not to hold it against people like Carrie does.
Yes, Mrs. Bungle, you're right. You need a flower crown. I need a flower crown. Roti, get me a flower crown. I don't know. I'm just making fun of.
But okay, so you did that, but like, I don't remember.
No, I was being an asshole. I didn't like him, and I wanted to annoy him, and I was actually just asking really, really, really intrusive questions. So, and there is a reason why I cannot stand those people. And the reason is they had 2 sons.
Yeah, no, like I said, we don't have to even...
No, we're not going into that. We're not going into that.
Why to hate them. Everyone knows why to hate Shanny and Rev. I guess my question is, that happened,
Yes.
but then that stuff with Von Beardo's wife happened.
I'm sorry, what? Remind me, please.
Wasn't that what? Wasn't okay? So maybe
Someone
you need to remind me then. But like, wasn't there a whole thing where Von Beardo was doing something? His wife was on panel or was on the stream. She said something about being a therapist, and you and like M Storm were kind of like, whoa.
No.
Like, don't tell people you're a therapist. And he was like, the fuck is it any of your business? Am I not Did I make this up? Is this the Mandela effect?
No. I kind of... Okay. I don't want to speak for Storm. Storm can speak for Storm. That's her. Me, I remember loosely, please don't take this as biblical in stone.
Okay.
Von Beardo and his wife were there, and they were talking, and she was in the chat, and I was asking, I was like, well, who is this? And well, that's his wife. And people were saying that she was talking therapy talk. I said, is she really a therapist? And because of the bullshit that went on with AJ, and I was trying to say, don't fucking say anything because people out here will use it against you. However, Von Beardo took it badly, and I understand that I could have probably, I don't know, been a fucking intelligent person and, you know, privately messaged.
You that said that?
No, I was like, don't do that. Don't talk about all that, because when I talked about stuff, I got...
Right, you said that in his chat, right?
In Hussey's, yes.
In Von Beardo's? Oh, you're saying you said that in Hussey's chat?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got the impression that you guys had said that in Von Beardo's chat.
No, it was in Hussey's chat. That's why Storm was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also...
So you said that in Hussey's chat.
Mm-hmm. I did. And it was taken wrong. I apologized, and she is in no way...
Stevie's a lovely lady. But that's neither here nor there. Let me paint it out to kind of how I saw it at the time.
Okay.
Which was, I had forgot. I think for whatever reason I just kept blacking out on the AJ thing. But like, I had remembered that you had diagnosed Rev, and so if you're doing that twice, you know, and then you're coming around saying, hey, don't go around diagnosing people. Do you see how that comes off?
No, I understand. I was more...
Because, like, it feels like you weren't able to follow it. And I understand you're coming from a place of, like, learned experience. But
yes.
At the same time, like, it also comes off as condescending from somebody who probably has no place speaking on this. If I'm giving that the most, you know, if I'm giving them the most generous reading of this.
Actually, it's pretty accurate. I should have shut the fuck up and just let it happen, because it wasn't my panel.
I mean, that's totally fair. I don't think that you even have to be that extreme as much as to acknowledge the hypocrisy behind it. That's all. There's nothing wrong with being wrong around here. This is something that I keep noticing, is it just feels like, and I don't mean you, because that's the only reason I'd even be having this conversation with you.
And you're right, Ricky.
Like,
there's never a bad time to shut the fuck up.
In fact, I think you would agree with me. There's a lot of people around here who have a lot of problems with just admitting that they're fucking wrong and just moving on.
I'm hopeful. It's not working yet. Arya. I need to address Arya.
Arya. See, I don't even know about Arya. Go ahead.
Arya. Okay. Rebuildable Ryan and I kind of talked back and forth. There was Val, really, honestly. We talked back and forth, and it was very just friends. What are you doing? I'm doing all these fucking snow shit, blah, blah, blah. When he fell out with Hussey, that was...
Wait, you weren't trying to get him a charcuterie board too, were you?
What the fuck is it? Who was getting him a charcuterie board? What are you talking about?
You don't know the charcuterie board story?
No, I love charcuterie boards, though. Can you get me? I want to go make one
right now because this isn't about Hussey, but there's a charcuterie board story.
18 fucking people. Holy shit! I have never had 18 people looking at me in my whole life.
Don't look at that.
Don't look at that. Okay, I'm not looking. We talked. And it was kind of like, what are you doing? This bullshit. And what are you doing? This other bullshit. And it's, yes, I know the banana story. Please don't. When he and Hussey fell out, he fell off the map. And I think at some point, it was when we were starting the Drothwell show. Was starting our diamond painting show. And what happened was, I think that Storm said something that was not appreciated. It had nothing to do with me. However, Arya came into our chat apropos of nothing. Maybe a day or like out of nowhere. And
I'm sorry, who came in the chat?
Arya came into my chat.
Arya, okay.
Yeah, came into my chat in our show and started being ugly to Storm. And I booted her because I had no idea what was going on. Later on, when everybody was speaking about and I think I have screenshots if you want to see them, when everyone was talking about my GoFundMe, blah, 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 there were people that were saying, yeah, I'd feel bad about her, but she didn't give a shit that TJ, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to bring that up either because that's not good. She's been a very kind of negative. I didn't know until today why. Ryan told me, hey, just get a hold of her and get to know her. Just talk to her. So I did. And everything was fine. And I did say that I was not going back into Hussey's community because at that time it was like shit. It was so goddamn toxic. There are so many things that I could have pointed out that have been like, y'all, red flag. This is not supposed to be. I don't know you people. It's good that we hang out, but I don't know you, and I don't care. That's bad. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's not bad. You're right. You don't know any of these people. I don't know you, Kyler. I don't know Val. Like, we're just two people on the internet making content, and me and Val work well together. Me and Keldos work well together. It's really not more complicated than that, but I think a lot of people try to make it more complicated than that.
I think a lot of people that come on here are very, very, like, they're lonely. I did, because I was lonely, and I became, like, attached to people, and that was my bad. I had to step back and say, you know what, and it was during that time, and say, you know, you're taking this too damn seriously. You need to step back and touch grass. And I did for a while. I was gone out of Hussies for a while, but then I went back in because things chilled out. It was no longer playing thermonuclear war. She emailed me. It's like, you just wanted my docs. You're so evil. I hate you. Fuck you. All this other stuff. But she sent it to my Drill Thrill Show email, which, by the way, nobody watched the Drill Thrill Show. And I never really put it out there. Why the fuck would I check it? So I never checked it. And so this morning when I was talking to you and I looked and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think you had said something about you woke up to a bunch of emails from Aria, right? Or that you found them, but you just hadn't checked that email in a while, so they've just been sitting there.
Yeah, they had just been sitting there. If I can look up right now and see.
I can tell you right now, Aria's she can be pretty aggressive if she's angry about something. I'm not sure what exactly she would be angry about, but at the same time, she's easy to get along with. I have to be honest, I haven't seen Aria in like a month or so. Like, I feel like I haven't seen Aria since no, I've definitely seen her since Blaze, but like, I haven't seen Aria in a while for whatever reason. Hopefully she's touching grass. Like, that's the thing that I kind of hope for everybody, is that they're just touching grass, and that's all.
Yeah. It takes... Okay, this is my opinion. You've been here a hell of a I have a stutter. A hell of a lot longer than I have. Most of you have. So, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Keep talking. I'll figure it out. Keep talking.
Well, I mean, I guess in my opinion, it really comes down to the whole GoFundMe thing. Like,
really,
like I said, I think that that's where you're at in the timeline of things. I'm so sorry. Not with Aria. I'm just saying in general. Like, if we were to move on to the next subject, it would be that GoFundMe.
Yes.
With Aria, you just gotta, I don't know. You know, she gets mad.
Well, if she sees this... Well, if she sees this, Aria, I'm sorry I didn't get it till today, and I'm total fucking asshole on that too. Because I did not even think that... When we were done talking, I assumed we were done talking. And so I didn't go back and look for more. And that was my bad. So when it comes to the GoFundMe... I became very, very ill. And I could not work. I could not do much of anything.
Well, you had left your job in February.
I did. And that,
Did you leave your job because you had fell ill, or did you fall ill after leaving the job?
No, I left my job because I fell ill.
Okay.
And it was from then forward.
You don't have to go. Well,
Okay.
I was gonna say you don't have to go into detail, but like the reason I'm asking is because you started the GoFundMe. You said in April, meaning that you had fallen ill in February, going through March, and then started a GoFundMe in April, right?
Yes, because I was fighting through March.
Right.
And when I finally got to it, because it's humiliating asking for help to me. When you're an intelligent person, you think that you can figure your own shit out. But I was not of that mind at that time. So I started the GoFundMe. I put it out there. And that's all there is to it. People have donated to it. Nobody's donated to it in a very long time. That's okay. I don't care. I have a job now. I'm in a better place. But the GoFundMe was basically because I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my car. I'm going to lose all this stuff. Please help. Because I was the breadwinner of the family. My boyfriend made like $12 an hour. There's no way that he could pay a mortgage, do anything like that. And I just needed help. There's really nothing else. There was no vitriol. There was no nefarious whatevers. It's just I needed help. And I have thanked everyone that gave me that help. The GoFundMe shouldn't be an issue, honestly.
Okay. I don't think that the GoFundMe inherently is an issue at all. Like, if you were sick and that is what you were needing money for, I get that. Like, that makes entire sense to me that you had been sick through March and only had started up a GoFundMe in April. That is that makes complete sense to me. Okay.
Okay.
I think the problem with the GoFundMe was that it was positioned heavily around your son. Okay, and like I said, I don't want to go into details or anything, but the simple fact that it seemed like more centered around that versus you positioning it just as, I have had all of these life events, but I recently fell ill, and that's why I've started this GoFundMe.
Well, it's been less than 2 years. At that point, I had just had the 1-year anniversary. And again, I was not well. I
understand.
And I needed people to know why I was not well. I wasn't going to be shanty and go out there and be like, I have cancer or some bullshit like that. I wanted to be honest with people.
But I don't want to be insensitive about it, but do you think you clickbaited too close to the sun?
It's entirely possible. I mean, it's entirely possible.
Okay. Now, I also want you to understand one other thing, and this was something that I should probably tell you myself, which is that I think it's abhorrent, some of the things I said about you on the farms. I think it's abhorrent that somebody would come in your chat and do that. My personal issue with being very vocal about that is that because you already mentioned TJ. I mean, how did you feel about the TJ thing?
Honestly, I don't even remember what frickin' happened because I saw Arya, like I said, talk about the thing about TJ, and I'm sitting here, what the hell? Like, what did TJ do? It was expected that I knew, and I didn't know shit. So they were saying I was approaching it through, because at the time I wasn't even part of Carrie's community. So I was being approached as though I knew something, and I didn't know shit. Oh, shit. He took too much blood pressure. Oh.
I guess that what I was wondering was what the comment you made was. Then I guess if you were not,
You know what? I don't know. And if anyone would like to tell me or anything like that, I mean, I would very much
we can put TJ to the side because I mean, I guess the point is that had you made comments about TJ, I don't know. It's again, and I know a lot of us make comments with limited information, and that's fine. My problem is the situation with Unicorn Girl, because you really didn't, seem to. Because in my opinion, I know Unicorn Girl's a piece of shit, and I frankly think that she's an abhorrent human being, and I'm not even going to go into all of that. But I do think that she was treated very poorly by Hussey and Carrie back in that time, and I don't want that to be forgotten simply because, I mean, we're talking about Carrie blaming Unicorn Girl for what happened to her daughter. I'm talking about, them doxing her on Hussey's panel.
No.
And the other thing was Unicorn Girl was allegedly lying about losing a child until she wasn't. Until she came out and made those pictures. And I feel like part of that ended up getting pressured by Carrie because she was the one that was saying, if you were lying about the emails, you were lying. Are you lying about the? What else are you lying about?
So, if you want to be completely honest, I didn't really know her that well. And I didn't give a shit, and I still don't. The things that were the only thing that I heard out of somebody's mouth was Carrie saying, maybe you have something to do with your daughter's essay. And that's where I had a problem with it. That was the problem. Because you never, ever, ever victim blame. Ever. Ever. That's horrifying.
Did you say something?
No. Because I wasn't in the community at the time. And I was just sitting there watching her shit all over people. I saw them dox her, and honestly, I logged off. I sat there and watched. I don't know if I was up on. Was I up on panel? Was I up on panel? Do you remember? Because if I was, I damn dropped out. I know I did. Because I knew it was a fucking problem.
I do not know if you were up on panel. Val might know that better. I don't know because I didn't even watch that. I was actually kind of mortified enough by that I didn't even watch that. But you may have been on panel. At least you were definitely around that time.
Yes, I was around. I do not recall Kylar involved in it. Yeah, see, I don't...
No, I don't recall Kylar involved in the Unicorn Girl discussion because that's not what I'm asking for. Because what I'm asking is, did you say anything? Because I think that there comes a point that some of us have to have some amount of responsibility of when you see something, say something. And the reason I say that is that if you want anybody to say anything for you with the situation that you've been put in, then why weren't you willing to speak up when the same thing was happening to Unicorn Girl? Like I said, I don't care that she's a piece of shit, but I'm just saying, like, it seems like a similar scenario to me.
I can give you an excuse or a reason. Which one do you want first?
I don't care. Go ahead. Give me the excuse, though.
The excuse is because at that time, I was still... Carrie is intimidating, and I am not...
Ooh, scary Carrie. You were scared of Carrie?
Honestly, yes. For a while. Yes, I was scared of Carrie because she's very, like, aggressively... She is intrusive. Very intrusive. And for me, who at that time didn't want anything to do with any of that bullshit, I just sat there and watched and shook my head. Now, was I right for doing that? No, fuck no. I should have said something, and that's my fault. But you have to understand, when you've not been around that long, and this person has this gigantic, like, I don't want to say gigantic presence, but they make themselves out to have like a gigantic presence, then people like me, who wouldn't say shit if they had a mouthful, truly, it's intimidating. It's intimidating to go, especially since I had heard that a lot of Carrie's people doxed. Like, oh fuck, well I don't need that, because this is before I even knew about farms, any of that.
Okay, well then what's the reason? Or what's the reason?
I was neglectful. I should have done something. Again, I was an asshole. I should have said something, but if I had put myself up on that panel and started talking to people, it wouldn't have made a difference. But you're right. If I saw something, I should have said something. And I was...
Well, look, I mean, I guess from my perspective is that it's very easy to do this from a position where it's like you are just part of a thing and you're just naturally going to defend somebody, I mean, I think that lots of people thought that about me when I was friends with Carrie, and also when I was friends with Hussey. And a lot of that's probably true. I think it's just when you're friendly with somebody, you probably look past a lot of shit. And it is what it is. Whereas you might complain about it if it was somebody that you genuinely disliked. I think this is all just very much human nature, and all of this happens organically. I want you to understand that from my position, because of that, that's why I would never say anything like that about you or what you went through. I think that I have empathy for you and what you went through. I do feel horrible for you. But at the end of the day, I feel no desire to feel bad about people doing that to you for that reason. Does that make sense?
People doing what precisely? Like, exactly, like...
People are saying these things to you or about you.
That's, yeah, okay, that's completely fair. Carrie herself, out of her mouth, was like...
Doesn't mean they should be doing it, but I have trouble feeling empathy for you when you were... Even though you weren't going up on any of those panels, you weren't clipped on any of that. You were very much engaged in that Unicorn Girl thing.
I was. I got caught up.
You had a lot to say about her. I just don't think you ever got, like, you were in any of those clips that actually were getting getting a lot of attention around here.
Perfectly honest, I don't know. I said some shit. She said some shit. We all said some shit. And then absolute silence until I can pull up my Discord. But it was like...
No, I mean, yeah, Unicorn Girl sucks. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I said. I thought she was being treated horribly at that time. She was being treated poorly for the absolute wrong reasons. There were a lot of reasons to criticize her that even I found. Like, did you know she called the police on Joy?
Pardon?
Did you know about this?
No, I did not.
She called the police on Joyfully Joy. Did you know about this?
I did not, actually. No, that's...
There was a panel. I didn't know about it until kind of a month ago or so when I was looking into it. I was looking at some of
I'm sorry, but the
Hussey's
Ethernet
older
shit,
streams.
I laughed so hard. I did. So
I was watching some of the older streams and I found one where somebody's yelling at her about how they showed a DM where she said she called the police on Joyfully Joy, and I'm like, man, this woman's stop it. Why are you doing this?
yeah, I really didn't have too much to do with her personally. It was really odd because when everyone was going against her and chewing her ass and all this other stuff, I got some off the wall message I want to be friends with you, I want to be friends with, etc.
Yeah, she's a whole fucking mess.
She is a whole fucking mess, and I don't know.
I'm not a fan of the way she's been acting, especially recently.
Well,
But like I said, had I known that she'd called the police on Joy, I would have probably processed that a little bit differently than she's over here, because all I kept hearing about was the post and the laughing emoji and the you're responsible, all of this horrid shit. I was like, what is going on? I was very much mortified by a lot of the things that I heard were being discussed in regards to Unicorn Girl at that time. And I'm glad that we finally got to the bottom of it, and it makes more sense to me now.
Were you present or did you see when I read the DMs between Carrie and I?
I vaguely remember it. You were on Hussey's panel, right, when he was reading DMs?
He asked, yeah. I was asked to, because it was only 4 little screenshots. It was really nothing. Nothing good happened. I was...
Well, I hate all these people, right?
Yeah, basically it was I was pinching pennies over my son's dead body. I used his death as a tool, or as this and this. You know what, guys? I know he's dead. I deal with that every day. I have to wake up every morning and figure it out. So, it's just, if everyone could just shut the fuck up about it, it'd be great. But
listen, Kylar, I don't blame you, and I think people should shut the fuck up about it, but the best recourse you have is to call her a shark-toothed beaver.
I thought it was that flying hot pocket.
I mean, it's just, in reality, that's kind of all you can do at this juncture, is it's just you're just gonna have to either accept to be in the mud or, just keep it moving. Because the one thing that it really is I don't think anybody really hates you just because you have stayed low key since all of that went down, and you have You know, it doesn't. It's not like you're out here trying to fight with people.
I don't want to.
And I think anybody out here can appreciate that.
I do not want to fight with anybody. I would rather be able to sit in a. I can read the room better than my peers. Yeah, that's a learned trait from work. You never know who the hell's going to jump on you. But Carrie does dig her heels in. I can read the room better than my peers. And honestly, when they were talking about, we know the trailer, we know this, we know that, I was sitting there with my mouth wide the fuck open because I didn't believe it. I did not believe that people that I thought highly of was doing this shit. I felt bad about it, especially when they said a person with a small child answered the door. That's horrifying. That's bad. No. Was I wrong in not saying something? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I will agree with you on that. Did I use my son as clickbait? You know what? Probably a little bit. But people are more apt to, like, if I had put, I'm a nurse, give me money, would that have, I'm a nurse that's sick, give me money, would that have generated anything? Literally. Or when I'm honest and say, I'm a nurse who is a psych nurse who just lost her son by XYZ, I literally cannot ply my trade anymore, because what a lot of people don't understand is 10 years in one area in nursing, you're basically at your top tier. Being that I was not able at that time to work in that field, I was having to try to move into other places and as a novice, because when you start between 0 and 5 years, you're a novice. And I'm literally not good at anything else than psych. So I was having a lot of trouble. Didn't put that in there, but and I've told everybody thank you. And I have been out loud and on purpose. I said that Blaze gave me $100 for groceries. She fed my family for 2 weeks. Ryan gave me $45, $50. And, he helped with the internet bill. I mean, I've never been closed-mouthed about any of it. And I've never been non-transparent with any of it. So $100 made it 2 weeks because there were 3 people in the house. And yeah. Yes. $100 made it 2 weeks. You need to learn how to make struggle meals. Oh. Is there anything else? Does Val want to come up? Does anyone else want to come up? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody had any questions or.
Here's the truth. If you ask for money, people will have the worst read on it either way. It's part of the culture. I get called grifter too. Yes. Val, I need to address something with you. The stuff about the video games is the dumbest motherfucking shit I have ever heard in my entire life. Ever. There you go. Because I play World of Warcraft a lot. I play different other things.
Do you check IDs for all the people in Stormbridge? What's on World of Warcraft?
What's on World of Warcraft? Azeroth?
Azeroth, yeah. Do you check all their IDs?
Well, no. Why the fuck would I? And if you make your own server and you say it's 18 above and the person's not problematic and you have no reason to get after them, just like if I had a guild, somebody was problematic, then you would have questions like, why are you being an asshole? You're acting like a child. Are you a child? You're acting like a child. But no, I do not believe what they're saying. I do not believe any of it has. I don't think people understand what the fuck they're talking about. I don't think people understand how these types of servers and stuff work.
No, yeah, I genuinely think everybody that saw a problem with it was like 10 years older and just didn't grow up with video games. And or just didn't grow up with video games and they were just looking for a problem.
Shit, well, T, I'm old as hell. I played down Oregon Trail when it was fun and the only thing to do, so yeah. People equate gaming with children, very much so. And
Yeah.
especially like the new things that have been come out about horrible things that are going on in Roblox and stuff. And people are overly they're overly sensitive when it comes to shit like that. But on the other hand, I would rather somebody be overly sensitive and be concerned for their child, but the people that were concerned don't have children.
Yeah, no, it's a video game, though. Like, that was the thing I kept saying over and over again. It's a video game, yeah, but it's a video game. Like, we're not talking about, like, they're going to meet up in real life, like, and they didn't meet until 10 years later.
It's not like Val rolled up in a fucking white van with no windows with free candy spray painted on the side of it,
right.
For fuck's sake. That's not non-sexual video.
That's why she groomed him to fucking what? Pick chicken or fish? And she just invited him to a wedding. That was
it. Yeah, just I think Val, was it Ark? Because I love playing Ark. Ark is my shit too.
Yeah, Ark Survival Evolved.
I love Ark. Ark is great. Val and I are gonna have a conversation about
chicken or fish pizza.
Chicken or fish pizza. What are Hussy, Fallon, and Carrie doing at weddings? I don't
Ricky,
know.
you don't get that she's baiting at this point?
Who is?
Val. She's like intentionally trying to get people. She's like intentionally trying to get people to say shit about her. And she's like, I had pizza at my wedding.
I had pizza and we had party hats and those little things where you blow into them and that's some shit I would do.
Because you know there's going to be like 2 people tweeting about it.
I would lean into it.
Gonna fucking clip it.
I would lean into it, honestly.
It's going to be on the farm.
Whatever. Like I said, the stuff on the farms. If any of y'all would like to pay my student debt, you're more than welcome to do so. I will not, and if you're thinking you're going to get anything from my credit, you're you're fucked. So,
Wait, did they post your social security number?
Did
they post your social security number?
I don't.
how they'd have access to your credit without your social security number.
Oh, no. They didn't. I'm just saying, like, they dig a lot. And so if I'm saying if they dug
I don't
further,
think that hard,
if they dug
usually.
further, yeah, then have fun.
But that's why I just feel like you need to just, like, talk this out, like, you know, like we did here. Although I kind of wish we had done it there so that some of them might have heard it. But instead, I'm just going to steal your VOD and rebroadcast it on my stream, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good. That's good. I give permission. I consent. Hello, Kratos.
But yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, it's,
Oh shit, you're gonna get canceled. Val's gonna do it.
But yeah, you have to be willing to, like, just laugh at yourself. And, like, I say wild shit all the time. They think I have, like, chronic diarrhea and all this other shit.
What the fuck?
I don't. I have extremely amazing bowel movements. It's very regular.
I am very... Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't know what the hell else to say about that. But no.
They should study it.
They should study it. It has to be diet, right? The good diet. So there's
I have tons of fiber.
Oh, good for you. The thing that I always thought was hilarious, which you guys may or may not think is hilarious, is there is a Bristol stool chart, and it's actually how, like, the medical people judge what your bowel movements are like. And I mean, that's fine. I knew about it. I don't look at it. But I'm over here wondering who Bristol was and who he pissed the fuck off to have to sit and and study.
Study shit.
Yes. Oh, no, Val, I'm not farting. No. Cake farts. No. No farting. The Oviraptor. Yeah, I've struggled with eating issues for, like, my ever. And so it's weird. It's a texture thing. It's a what day is it thing. Kratos is... I don't want to... I want to, like, do the proper pronouns. Is Kratos a they, them, she, he?
Yeah, they.
They or them. Okay. I love it.
But yeah, I am going to hop off here. I really appreciate this conversation. If you want to, if you look at your Discord, if you want to, like, invite someone on, you can click on where it says invite to voice, and it'll give you a link that you can paste in the chat.
Okay. Let's see, Blaze. So you're saying I can go into my, I can just invite somebody over here into the voice?
Yeah, you can invite somebody into your Discord and they can join the general channel while you're in here. Like, you don't necessarily have to leave, or you can leave if you're done talking to people, but if you want to invite people up, just, like,
Val, what's your damn name?
Get into the general channel. Or you can call them directly, but, like, I see somebody in here named Astral Valkyrie, but I don't think that's her.
No, Astral Valkyrie is actually a real-life bestie of mine.
Okay, but, like, Valkyrie was literally using the name Astral Valkyrie on her second channel, so, like, why... There's two people with the same name?
Yeah. Oh.
You see how these conspiracies start, right?
Yeah. It's okay. Conspiracies just make life funner.
I need you on panel with AJ. It just seems like too much fun.
Why would it be too much fun, though?
Anyway, thank you for having me, Kylar. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming up, and thank you for speaking with me. You are always welcome. Anybody in here they're always welcome as well. AJ and Kylar would get on well. I don't know. Why you want to insult Kylar like that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not insulted, though. It's okay. I'm glad to have spoken to you guys and cleared some shit up. And I mean, I don't know. AJ is spaghetti model. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but no ill will towards her, and you just don't watch her. I understand that. I actually thought AJ would be fun to talk to. I tried to talk to her at one point, and I never got an answer. So no. I don't take it as rude. It's really hard to piss me off. You tell me to go fuck myself. I don't care. Anybody want to tell me to go fuck myself? It's wide open there. 14 people in here can tell me to go fuck myself. Okay. Well, we're not being any fun today, are we? Now, Val, it's got to be natural. You're right. It feels forced, doesn't it? It feels forced where you're just like, I guess go fuck yourself. You know, that kind of thing. Now, I can't find you, Val. But you can find me, and everyone can find me. I don't care. It's just the same thing. Okay. That is my name. I can pull you into the server. If you would like to come talk, Val, I would like to talk with you. We're going to start with Woti and Val because they kind of seem less scary. They seem a little bit less scary. Because it seems to me that Val is just, I don't know. It seems to me that Val just kind of got railed for no reason. And Woti, I've always thought that, yeah, that's insane. Well, you know, adults with self-respect and dignity can often, oh, no problem. Can often, but anyone else that wants to add me on Discord, it's that. Anyone that really wants to go tell me to fuck myself is this. I don't care. And if anyone would like, see, now's when I'm grifting. Anyone wants my cash app, it's was it oh, you're talking about Alice Madness Returns. That shit is so cool. That shit is so cool. All right. That is my Cash App. The zombie one. Yeah. My brother told me once, and it's always kind of resonated with me, is like, never let anybody fuck up your Zen. Never. Never let anybody fuck up your Zen. Because when that happens, the family temper kicks in. Oh yeah, 7 Days to Die. Oh, I love 7 Days to Die. We should start, if you wanted to play and Val wanted to play, we could have like a little Steam thing. That would be fun as fuck, actually. Unless, I would have to get back into Ark, though. I have to read down that shit. You spent literal years on that game? Holy shit, yes. No, I actually started World of Warcraft when it was the first expansion where they opened the goddamn dark portal and like dumbasses, and Burning Crusade. Thank you for following. Thank you so much. I did this thing where Roti helped me do this thing where I put my Shadowlands suck too bad. Midnight is the shit. You need to go and at least give it a $15 try. Midnight is great. I did do a little short stint on Final Fantasy 14 because my son was doing it, my oldest. But I couldn't get into it. The damn crafting was just too fucking much. Too fucking much. You have to go do all this stuff and you have to sit there and craft. No. Too fucking much. Too fucking much. Anybody have any... Oh, so I set up my PayPal to this stupid thing and it said to put it somewhere, and I don't know where the fuck to put it for PayPal, so we're gonna have to figure that out later. She was planning an outfit. How cool. How cool. Oh, now that there's 15 of you in here, I do need to say something. You may ask anything you want about my religion, but I must say that I do not have sex through a hole in a sheet. Those are Hasidic Jewish people. So, I think Hasidic Jew. So, that clears that up. Am I supposed to cuss? No. Am I supposed to smoke? No. Oh no, Kylar, not the Jews. That's what you told Fresh Garden. See? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I think Fresh Carpet's teaching a lesbian crush on you. Is she the Book of Mormon musical? I don't recall. Oh, well, you know, I'm always of the, by the guys from South Park. They it was greatly simplified and taken out of context, just like because it was so short. It's like, here, take 4 books and put it in 15 minutes. It's very difficult to do so. Bye, Noxious. Love you. Yeah. Fresh Garbage has lesbian crush on half of the world. Well, it's always been my thing is you need to either have a really great personality, or if you don't, you need to be pretty. I'll get to that. I think Fresh Garbage is very beautiful. I think she has a very nice face, and I think she's beautiful. I do not like her personality, and I do not like how she chooses to address things that she's asked to address. You're not fond of hearing I was married at 17. Yes, I understand that. Because he's opposite personality. Yes, I understand that. But so cultures should be. Oh, no, see, he's never said anything about it to me. I don't think he would, because it yeah. And yes, I divorced that guy, and then I got with my youngest sons, which I was with for 16 years, 15 years, and then with the last guy who, yes, was married and is still married, which is why, hey guys, single. It's part of the culture, it's part of the culture. Just like, I don't know about Pringle. I know that Carrie, I shouldn't gossip. It's not nice to gossip. I shouldn't do that. That's not nice. I really, Hussey, I can't speak about him really because he's very boisterous and very, again, he has got a large presence. Val is your dungeon master? Holy shit. I can't believe you just said that. Fuck. I have a whole ass campaign sitting over there. A whole campaign of Dungeons and Dragons sitting over there. Maps. Just all of it. I love D&D. .5. 3 can suck a dick. So, no, it's not. It's more of a I don't know how to say it, guys. It's more of a. Oh, are you serious right now? What the fuck? What in the fuck? I apologize, guys. Somehow, some way, I put this on damn do not disturb, and there's like 500 people trying to. Jesus tits. Jesus fucking tits. That's okay. I've been going through Baldur's Gate. No. So my son Mark was playing it, and the Senua Saga, and he was like, "Mom, she's fucking schizophrenic. She hears voices, or at the very least psychotic." And I was like, "Are you serious right now?" And he's like, "Yeah." And so he put the headphones on me. His headphones, where it was like, he has very good headphones, and it like canceled all the sound out except for what was going on. And then he played the game. And I literally thought I was having a psychotic break. I was like, get this shit off my head immediately. I can't. Nope. Fucking nope. Still losing weight. I know people like to say shit about that. Still losing weight. I did not make it by the time I was 44, but that's okay. We don't have to always do the things we want to do, nor do we always achieve the goals we set. But I'm still doing it. You're a chubby chaser? Don't let like Poe find out about that. Isn't Poe your husband? Oh no, I'm still chubby. I am still chubby. Well, good. Y'all chase me. I don't give a fuck. You don't even know where I'm at. Thickums. Thickums. See, damn it. I had a serious issue with eating, or rather not eating, and then eating a whole lot, and then getting rid of it in a really gross way. And so once I went through treatment and I got through that, it's very common for someone to go to the complete other end of it and get binge eating disorder. So I've done well with backing off of that, and right now I am Ednos, which EDNOS. That's what I have. And it's weird. Thighs and tummies. Well, I don't have that. Well, yeah, I have thighs and tummies. Yeah, I have had 3 children. And at least, like, I don't have shanty. Like, I have a proper neckline. Like, a proper neckline. I'm not like Shani, where like half of her titty's about to fall out. You like my shirt? Oh, no, it's a shirt. It's actually, it used to fit. It's way too big for me because the pocket used to like sit up here. It's like a 3XL. So, but when I left with what I could. It was basically a, what would you call it? Stealing away in the middle of the night. Oh, please. even my church dresses are comfy, and I don't give a fuck. I will walk into that place in a skirt and a hoodie if it's winter or whatever. I don't think where I am has winter anymore. I think I might be in the at least 7th circle of hell. Oh, hey. Thank you for your message. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, we're under an extreme heat warning, and it's like, hey, it's 110 where you're at. No shit. And I said this to OT, and I said this, whatever. If y'all are buddy trolling, good on you. Because maybe you'll figure out that I'm not such a dick. I know that's offensive to say, but it's common, and I've seen it happen. So I'm just going to say it. I have a super, super ridiculous brain that is full of medical information and song lyrics. That's it. So if you're digging for info, there ain't nothing in here. Not a damn thing. My son tested on the spectrum. My daughter is developmental delay. So I think I might be doing that. You try to hold people to their whole standards. Oh, Archer references? Okay, yeah. Archer references Rick and Morty, which, by the way, I don't know about any of y'all. Yeah, I love Archer. I love Archer. I've probably watched Archer 800 times. And Bob's Burgers is my comfort show. And I know. I love Rick and Morty, but I hated the episode with Unity because the note that she left him and the whole him in the garage, first of all, beautiful song, but you're going through and it's all this crazy good shit, ha 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 ha, ha, and then it's just like, ow, fuck, why'd y'all have to do that shit? But it is. And Bob's is very good. And my comfort movie when I'm sad, if you care, is Robin Hood Men in Tights. There. It's like a getting to know you stream. I like it. Pass it around. I don't give a fuck. I grew up in a very small town in Nevada. My father had the only recording studio in northeastern Nevada. I don't know where the fuck to post the link. Hold on. I put my handle down. It's just my name. And then I can drag you kicking and screaming. Let me see. Oh, okay, well, that was fast. Okay, you can be my friend. I guess. Let's invite her to my server. Oh, for fuck's sake, sorry. There you go. See, I'll even wave at you.
Hello?
Hey!
Hi, how's it going?
Ah, shit, it's going.
I was surprised to hear that you played Ark. That's great.
Yeah,
I got Ark inside jokes to share now because no one else plays Ark. No one else knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I love Ark. I love Ark. I really do. 7 Days to Die. Damn, Fallout.
I never got fucked in 7 days.
Huh?
Like, I pick it up for a while and then, like, put it down and forget about it.
I fuck with, like, Skyrim is my comfort game and Fallout is my comfort game. They're both my comfort.
You and Poe kind of have similar tastes then.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. So, yes, here I am where I am, and I just think it's sad. I think maybe people could give people a little bit more grace when they ask for help.
Yeah, I mean, and to a certain extent, I do think maybe you got put through the ringer, because I think it was compiled on with some other kind of weird things happening around Hussey's community and money and asking for money and tragedy and stuff like that. Like, I still think Hussey is a tragedy pimp, but that's not necessarily your fault.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Someone who uses other people's tragedies as a way to promote themselves. Like, oh no, did I lose connection? Or is it just Kick?
No, you're fine. I was just over here thinking, like, it's not wrong.
I mean, and, like, I understand you're friends with him, and so, like,
No, I'm not.
But that's part of the thing. It's like, you did just get glommed into there, because, to a certain extent, it does frustrate me when I see Hussey acting very belligerent and very open about crossing lines, like, you know, he's very open about, I'm gonna call the cops on AJ, they're coming. And then, like, everyone kind of just looks the other way, and, you know. So it's less that, like, you had a GoFundMe, and just, like, the other context around it. You know what I mean?
So, I am not real friends with anybody here on, like, I'm not friends.
That's wise. That's my personal preference.
I do not have friends on here. Now, if...
and I don't have a problem with people making friends, but they should be accidental. They shouldn't be community-driven. They shouldn't be publicity-driven. You know, they should just... You happen to like the same things and you hang out and you might share a thing or two, but, like, not everything. Not the way people take it out here.
Nostrovia.
My Kick is being weird. So
Why
it might
your...
just be Kick.
Yeah. Kick has been doing stupid shit lately.
It was. I was watching a VOD the other day and it just kept going out on me, so.
Yeah, I've seen people, they go out, they come in, they go out, they come in, shit like that. But
yeah, and it used to actually be better for that. I was having those issues on YouTube for a while. And then those kind of stopped, and then they started happening on Kick.
yeah, so I have literally no problem with anybody. I have a
Well, I knew you didn't have a real problem with me for a while. You said in front of Hussey that you watch my streams and have a good time, and I was bewildered that he did not lose his mind. It was amazing, actually.
I said it out loud and on purpose, and I meant it.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Like, and I do, like, we're all individuals out here. There's a lot of people that are mods or viewers of places I don't like that the sins don't really carry over so much as, like, I want to remind people that when they are pointing fingers, they are generally surrounded by people that fit those descriptions too in some capacity. Body shaming's a good example of this, right? Like, calling Carrie Tetris teeth doesn't really work when Hussey has veneers and Fallon had surgery on her jaw. That's not gonna work.
I don't think that at any point I was around when it was said, but I've never said you and your fucked up mouth. You know what I mean? Like, I've never...
Right, like, because I call it girl world mouth out here.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's got a little bit of... There's just things we're all, less attractive in than some other people. And once you start using that, you've lost the argument already, in my opinion.
So, I don't know if you know the saying, but they teach you... I've been taught through church that anyone that points at you like this and they're blaming you for something, there's 3 fingers pointing right back at them.
That's very true, and especially out here, because people feel pressure more out here. I'll agree to that. Like, Carrie, she's under way too much pressure, and you can tell just by how she interacts with everything. And it's because we're doing things publicly. I like doing things publicly because there's less secrets involved and stuff like that.
I hate
right?
that subversive 007 damn mole bullshit. Look, if you want to tell me I'm a cunt, tell me I'm a fucking cunt. Jesus tits.
Right. It's one thing to go up on your own platform and say it if you want, but I don't really ascribe to. I'll gossip in a Discord or whatever, but I don't really ascribe to saying anything that I'm afraid to get out.
I would be a liar if I said I didn't gossip.
Well, that's another thing out here, too, is, I hate the phrase, I don't like the drama out here, because it's then why are you here? This is the wrong place for you.
I kind of fell here, though. Like I told you, I kind of, drifted in on my own little cloud. What the fuck is this? Where am I? And then it just happened to be the first place I ended up, And
which is kind of why I think, it's important to have a lot of these different discussions going on at the same time, because it's not a problem that you end up in a space. It's another problem if you end up stuck in a space. You know what I mean? I think of the internet as a place to essentially have a bunch of discussions I wouldn't have otherwise.
I think that debate is a healthy part of communication.
I love debate.
I think debate is a healthy part of communication because it shows insight on both sides and holds you accountable for what you're saying.
I am a fan of the Socrates methods, Socratic methods.
Socratic.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just ask questions a lot of times, and then that makes people angry at me, essentially.
Sometimes I prefer to believe in solipsism, but, it's never right.
I'm also big into Marcus Aurelius' work. Big into Stoicism.
Yes, because I love it because Marcus Aurelius said, for everything, for everything you see, look for what it really is. Like, look into it. Don't take it at face value.
Right.
Look into where is the baseline here. Why did we start growing into this big fuck show where
Pretty
everyone's
much.
yeah.
The root of the problem.
Yes, thank you. The root of the problem. Sorry, it's 105 and I'm hot.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I can't do 105 degree weather. No. Absolutely not.
Well, I mean, I'm glad to talk to you.
Well, I'm glad to talk to you too. I mean, like, that's what's fun out here, I think, is you just meet a bunch of different people that all come from very different walks of life. That's what I like about the internet, is that you can be talking to someone in Australia, you can be talking to someone in a state you've never been in, you can be talking to someone, who just has a very different experience than you, and you can find similarities because it's the internet.
I want to know because excuse my brain. Those dancing ducks just tickle me.
Ricky's good at having emojis that just distract me. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I do American Psycho audiobook listens, and they're just in there with the smoking duck responding to everything, and I spend an inordinate amount of time. Ricky, go ahead and put the damn duck.
This thing.
And, it just distracts the shit out of me.
Long goose? Is that like a mongoose? But look.
That one, yes.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, I think it's cute.
It is really cute, but, it's such a good response, because American Psycho's full of, weird misdirections. He'll be talking, for 2 fucking paragraphs, sorry, I cuss a lot, about, some random disc player. And then suddenly he'll go off in a tirade about killing a child or something. And it's oh my god.
Huey Lewis in the news did this, and this, which,
exactly.
which, by the way, was correct. And I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, Brittany started making me listen to it. We're at the last part now, and she keeps putting it off on me, and then we started a whole other project, so.
Do you like audiobooks at all?
I do. I've also listened to the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, a majority of what exists of that series. And, I listen to audiobooks almost all the time. If I'm not here and I'm listening to, if I'm not in the sphere and I'm listening to something, it's probably an audiobook or a theory about a game or a book series.
I like Plato. Republic. Since we were
I've listened to the Republic. Actually, fairly recently.
So, there is if you care to know, there is a company called Graphic Audio. And a long time ago, when TV wasn't here, they acted out everything. And that's what these people at Graphic Audio do. And I have loved their interpretations. In fact, Kylar Alkestes is from one of the series of books that I have listened to with them, Brent Weeks, the Lightbringer series, and
Lightbringer series. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I felt like I had heard the name. I haven't done the Lightbringer series, but
the one
I often go by Valkyrie the Lightbringer. It's one of my monikers. It's actually the original Valkyrie moniker. I think it's in my description. So it is on my list. I'm I have to. Anything Dawn or Venus related, I have to eventually get into.
So, my name is Kylar. It's from the Night Angel trilogy.
Okay.
You would like it. It's heavy as fuck. So if you really like,
I don't mind heavy.
it's heavy.
Obviously, I'm just listening to American Psycho, I guess.
Fair enough. Yeah. So, yeah. I love books. When I am not, same as you, I'm walking around here listening to either you motherfuckers or, or, you know, what I've missed, what I haven't missed. I actually, what is the rec? What is a rec? I'm old.
What?
Give me a break.
The recommendation?
The recommendation.
Maybe?
Oh, okay. The heavy book. Okay, so this is, it is,
It's the Dark Angel?
the
Right?
Night Angel series.
Night Angel, yeah. Nice. Now I can copy and paste it.
And the actual, you will like it better if you go through graphic audio. Now, if you do not, shit, I can put it on a Google Drive, and because it's expensive to buy, so I can actually put it on a Google Drive if you wanted the graphic audio version. If you want,
No, graphic audio's gotta come and cancel you.
graphic
Careful.
audio can suck my cock. So, yeah, my son, Jesus Christ. Everything,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, no, actually, yes, and I am a complete virgin.
Beautiful. I love it. I you know what? I've heard you tell some stories. You are not.
I am not.
Okay.
Did you want to ask? Please
I
tell
remember
me.
the ice story. Okay.
Did you remember the brothel story?
Oh my God, yes. Well, you guys tell some stories over there. I tell you what. Horny on Main.
Why not? I
I
mean,
guess. I'm boring. I'm pretty boring.
you're
I'm not gonna lie.
not boring.
No, I mean like sexually. Like I don't have any crazy stories like that. Like I like what I like when I like it, and then like.
Isn't that everybody though? Isn't that everybody?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I just feel like everyone's like Hussey's over here telling banana pudding stories, and I'm like, excuse me, I don't need all that. No, thank you. That's too much work.
Okay, so yes, the frozen peas thing was true, but he had been gone for like 3 weeks. And I kind of overplayed it a little bit just to make it funny. However, the brothel one, completely true. Absolutely true. Absolutely
Well,
true.
You know, more power to you. I'm not judgmental. I just find it actually funny.
No, it is
You know,
actually funny.
I like when people are exuberant like that because I'm not. If I'm honest with you. Like, I love people that are yelling all the time, and I love being on YouTube because I have a reason to yell, but I'm not a yeller at all.
I don't yell. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I don't yell. Oh.
Yeah, I like the excuse too, though. Now, like, people send me the sticker I hate, and, like, they love that I yell at them. And I love listening to people yell. I'm not gonna lie. I used to just turn on people yelling. Wody, his main show, M60, he's just always yelling at people, and it had nothing to do with the drama. As soon as I saw that show, I was like, I'm in.
I hope that he, and he's probably listening, I hope that he doesn't, I hope that he shows everything and not what's advantageous from my stream.
I don't think, you know what, I think you've been pretty even-keeled throughout this whole thing. I don't think there was much to take, like, out of context. I mean, only time will tell if you feel that way, but I also know, if I know anything about Wody, he's open to a dialogue about it if you feel like something wasn't covered.
Oh, yeah, I have a bone to pick with you, actually.
Okay, cool. I love a fight.
You want to fight?
Sure, what are we fighting
What the
about?
fuck is human Xanax?
Oh, well, that's Fresh Garbage's term for you. But essentially, you do talk a little slow. And sometimes it's kind of funny because, like, it's not that it's a personality issue and it's not that big of a deal. It kind of got memed along the way because, like, Hussey will be going a million miles a minute. Granted, he's not saying anything. And then you'll pop on and it will, like, be like, the show has hit the brakes. And in a way, I think that's a good thing. But, like, in another way, you know, I see why us reactors, we are kind of waiting for something to happen. And so, like, for us, we've already gotten pumped. And then you're there, and like, it's like, okay, we gotta calm down.
So you're saying I am a live stream boner killer?
Well, you know, I think it actually works on panels. I don't see it as much now that I'm, like, seeing it here on your channel. I feel like you're a little bit more exuberant. Maybe you're just a little bit more comfortable. And I think a lot of what, like, out here, I'm boring. I'm boring as hell. I say all the time, I have a monotone voice. I'm great for 1.5. You know, you gotta kind of just roll with the memes about you. And, I think, honestly, you could run with this. You could be like, yeah, absolutely. Like, make all your emojis snails or something. I don't know.
That would be funny as fuck.
Right. And then, like, but if there is something to take away about it, it's like, if you want to be more compelling, at least on your show, that there's a bit of, like, to get people engaged, you have to be, like, overly engaged. I admit I'm on when I'm on a panel, or I'm, you know, streaming, generally.
Actually,
I'll tell someone if I'm just not in the mood.
Actually, I was terrified of you until last night.
I am, like, I have a weird mix, okay? So throughout my life, I've been both extremely approachable and intimidated. And, I don't know what that is, but it works for me, I guess. Like, I guess I'm just kind of the person that, like, my brother said it best. I'm the hardest ass of them all. I will call you out on anything, and I will say something when I see something. I am that jerk. I am the loudest asshole in the room. However, I'm actually not, like, that judgy of a lot of, like, things. As long as you accept who you are, generally, I'm okay with you.
So, quick question. Wherever you are, my roommate works at a dispensary. And I send home care packages to my son constantly.
Hey, man. Fuck you. I smoke a lot of weed.
I know.
Man actually has been a bud tender previously. So we used to get the sample packages, like, every quarterly. Like, a bunch of, like, different things, and like, each employee would get sent home with them, and you'd test them, and you'd be like, yeah, I like this, and then they'd order more or whatever. Dude, that was like Christmas at my house. It was fantastic.
That pink...
Like, I'm stealing all the brownies. These are mine. And all the joints. You can have whatever the fuck this is. Also roll me more joints.
All of this stuff over here in this pink thing over here. See that pink thing?
Yeah.
Slap ass full of different vapes, rolls, all that other shit.
Heck yeah. I'm going to Kylar's house. Screw you, all of you. I'm hanging out.
I mean...
She said she's single. I'm moving in. I'll bring my husband. It'll work out.
Oh my god, are we doing the pineapple thing? Like, what the fuck?
Well, you got weed. That's all that matters right now. I'm almost out. Oh yeah, I gotta bring the goats too. Sorry.
How is it, Damn, AJ.
Yeah, AJ got me sad. Well, AJ, buy me more weed. You guys can bid for my love.
AJ can come in. She's welcome.
No, AJ, I ironically think you would get along with AJ. She's definitely louder than you, but I think, like, I've had a really good experience with AJ. Now, you know, mileage will vary. She does definitely loop, and probably some of those conversations will be uncomfy. But I think I think you guys would get along pretty well.
In case you haven't noticed, for the last fucking 2 hours and 24 minutes, like, I don't give a fuck about uncomfy, you know.
Yeah, and that's a good thing over here. And that's the thing is, like, you were apologizing earlier. AJ would accept your apology, and you're not one of the, like, she might have been mad at the time, but I haven't heard her mention you, and I've listened to her go on for hours about Monica and Hussey and everyone else. You know what I mean?
Because I don't know. That's not. All I know is what I know. And so
Right.
the things that I have placed in front of me is my perspective. My perspective is my reality. I don't know any other shit than that. So when it comes to, like, things like Monica, AJ, blah, 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 I don't know, and I won't speak on it because I don't fucking know, and I don't have a right to talk about it because I don't know. You know?
Angie's very approachable. Like, she'll let anyone up. So, like, if you ever see she's live and you're just hanging out, consider it.
I don't know. Maybe Greg will call me a sub 5 and I'll cry.
Oh my god, Greg's been on one lately. Sorry if you can hear Poe in the background.
Has he been on one?
Yeah, so how do I put this? He kind of got called out for some things that were happening.
This is tobacco.
Part of it was about Sage, who, like she was just kind of messing around and saying, like, she would pay to unmod Unicorn Girl, and, like, when he raised the price and she wouldn't go for it, he, like, started losing it, and I guess he had sent his D-pic to her, so that somehow meant she had done something, I don't know, unwarranted. I don't know how the math in this works, but it's Greg. He doesn't really make sense. And then, beyond that, he had some kind of stuff going on IRL that kind of got outed by, I think, Dark Ninja and stuff, who also got along with Pistachio, who's kind of his, like, online girlfriend person right now.
Okay.
And she's very aggressive. But she liked Dark Ninja, so, like, Greg was getting kind of possessive over Pistachio. Pistachio was kind of getting possessive over Greg when it came to Sage. So it kind of blew up. And then AJ decided to demod him. And so if you want to get along with Greg, you have to give him a wrench. That is the rule.
I'm sorry, but that's just not going to happen because...
No, and I admit I gave him the wrench because I give him the wrenches out like candy. Like,
I do not.
And, you know, I think it's just about knowing who you are and that other people might not be running their channels the same way. I like it because then I genuinely like when people can't block each other and, like, have one-sided conversations in my chat. I make some exemptions, but pretty much if I know who you are, I'll mod you just so, like, no one can come in and pretend to be you.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense.
And no one can block each other from chat, you know, unnecessarily and stuff like that.
Right.
But, like, Greg takes it very personally, and Greg and AJ had gotten along for a very long time, so this breakup's kind of just, like, he's been streaming about her nonstop. Him and Pistachio have been streaming a lot. Pistachio's been calling me a goat fucker.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Like, people have... That's the thing, is, like, you're worried about the GoFundMe, man. I have people calling me a groomer, and a PDF, and a goat fucker. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be alright.
No,
like,
I'm not worried. I'm not as worried as people think that I am.
Yeah. Like, some of it's just rolling with the punches out here.
Honestly.
All you can do is be consistent.
Honestly, it is because, you know, you're a bitch. Cool. You're a grifter. Right on. Your kid's dead.
Right, and I often say that if boring is the worst you have on me, then you're not trying hard enough.
Right.
Like, I know I've made bigger mistakes than being boring or whatever.
At 18, I ran up to a brothel and asked for a fucking job. Call me a whore at least. Jesus. I was
Well,
a
and, like,
stripper when I was 22. Still call me a whore. Whatever.
dude, I had a roommate that was a stripper. She made so much money.
I made
But then her boy got all, weird about it. He was cool for the first 2 weeks.
You want to know what's fucked up? I was married.
Well, I mean, as long as everyone's... a relationship is being on the same page. That's really what a relationship is. Poe and I are... We don't really, do the swinger thing, but, it's one of those things that it's just, if the right situation came up, sure, why not? I don't give a shit. I'm not jealous. He's not jealous, so it's really nice.
I'm... Honestly, if people are up my ass too much, I'm like, please leave my presence. If you do not leave my presence, things that you may not ever have thought could happen are going to happen. And I don't like aggressive people. There's no reason. Life is fucking hard enough. Why are we making it harder?
Well, aggressive. I think someone called it when they said I'm abrasive. I think I'm not quite aggressive, but I was socially trained to be a socialite for a portion of my life. And I don't play the game anymore.
To be a what?
I don't... socialite. My grandmother wanted me to be a socialite. Rubbing elbows with the rich. At 16, she told me there's nothing wrong with getting married for money.
Pinky up kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I learned to walk with books on my head and everything. I don't know. And so, when I had my kid, I kind of had an epiphany that, fuck it, I don't have the time for all of whatever this is. And so that part of me kind of broke off. So I do still have the skills like reading a room, which I think is very uncommon out here.
Yes.
That's why I said what I said earlier. And I still know how to talk to people. I am probably more of a introvert, but I am so used to being an extrovert that it just comes naturally now. You know what I mean? I used to run open panels and forums in the community and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so part of it is just to a certain extent, I don't have that social fear anymore, and also I don't play the game. So I can come off as an asshole, but I will just get it over with. You know what I mean? There's I'm not going to hold on to it and secretly feel these things about you. I'm just going to say, hey, that was a shitty thing to say.
Through training, if someone is aggressive, you do the opposite. That's how we work with psych patients, right? If someone's being a fucking aggressive asshole, you become calmer and calmer and say, look.
Yes, and I also mastered that because my mom was... a lot. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
So I'm very still during complications. I have been told I'm scary because I smile when I'm angry.
I cry when I'm angry. And
I did have a phase of that. I definitely, it's not as common anymore. But,
I don't cry.
I do have an emotional disorder. So, all of this is through that lens.
Dysregulation, or I'm sorry, that's not my business.
I am bipolar. I'm bipolar type 2.
Oh, are you? So it's rapid cycling or no?
No, I tend to go through longer phases. Especially now that I'm in a better space than I was when I was younger.
Yeah. I have my own issues.
It's true. I am my own mom. That is one of the theories about me. I'm also married to a toucan.
Are you?
Apparently.
I'm fucking jealous. How'd you No. Is that on Tinder, or what are we doing?
So, Azria, you might know a little bit about Azria.
Yeah, she terrifies the fuck out of me because she's that...
She's one of the few people I'll say, just don't engage.
I don't.
But, at that risk, I'm still going to say this because it's funny. She's decided that because my man I call Poe, there's a furry creation site called Poe's Productions.
Okay.
So it like creates furry costumes, and they look pretty great, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And then you go to like the information page, and there's a woman with goats. So clearly that's me, even though that's not me and that's not my goats. And but you find out that Poe's Productions is actually named not after my husband, but a toucan. So I guess I'm married to a toucan. I don't know. She says it's for money laundering. I think that if I was good at sewing, you guys would know by now.
I am great at sewing. I love cosplay.
Nice. See, that was I was kind of good at it, but it makes me grit my teeth.
Grit your
teeth. Stresses me out.
I actually, for my 30-something birthday party, I had Gatsby theme, and I champagne everything. It took me 3.5 to 4 months to transform my house. And
Gatsby theme's fun though. Like I like the architecture and stuff a lot from that era. Like I like the geometric lines.
The Art Deco. Art Deco is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll get one from Azria. No. I already got one from Azria. Did you know that?
I don't know. I think I missed that. She does go on for like 56 hours. It's very easy.
I mean, this was forever and ever ago, and Hussy and is when they carry whatever, and I was talking, and she's like, she thought I was regarded, so she's like, this person is a vulnerable person, and they're trying to exploit her.
God, now she's gonna say it again because me and Wody were here. I'm sorry. You've already been called into this. She tried to, okay. Well,
so
I fell
like,
into this one.
this is forever ago. It's like, okay.
I wanted to be known that Kylar handled me here. I didn't handle Kylar.
What the hell is handling?
I don't fucking know. Advice, I guess.
A vulnerable
Apparently
adult.
Wody is a handler, and I'm a handler, but Wodie's my handler, I think. I don't really know. I will say I have dubbed since Wody my official handler. So, it just is. But that's because I lean into everything. I'm an ass.
Who's actually a vulnerable adult? Who is a vulnerable adult? Anyway, she wanted to save me.
Yeah, well, do you feel saved?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I don't need any help. I really don't think I'm a lot of people's cup of tea. Like, love 80s music, love 90s music, I love obscure music. I love K-pop. I have a favorite band.
I'm surprised at how much you and I have had in common throughout this discussion, to be honest.
Really? Do you like K-pop?
I mean, I will say K-pop was probably not on my top list out of those things, but, like, I definitely like those types of music, and then we have, like, games in common and stuff, so I've been pleasantly surprised.
You need to look up Stray Kids. They're wonderful. And
why have I heard that? Maybe I've heard songs from them, but I haven't. My sister likes K-pop a lot. So my sister's
J-pop is
like
cool.
17 years younger than me, so we have a weird dynamic where I'm her sister, but I'm also kind of her mom, because mom died when she was 11.
I will literally play you a Stray Kids song right now.
So I probably have heard quite a few things.
K-drama. Oh. I tried to get into K-drama, and it's just like...
I watched a couple I liked, but then, like, the endings never made any goddamn sense. It's driving me crazy.
Do you like anime?
I do like anime.
I love anime. So, if you have not seen it yet, one of my most favorite right now, as of the newer ones, is the Apothecary Diaries.
I love the Apothecary Diaries. That is, like, my favorite.
Stop telling me things.
I feel a kinship already. It's amazing.
Are you being sarcastic?
I'm very much into that show. And, like, I kind of started reading the manga, but I haven't I lost track.
Are you being sarcastic or are you being real about
No,
a
I
kinship?
love Apothecary Diaries.
I mean,
like,
a kinship. You said a kinship.
Oh, yeah, I am being a little tongue-in-cheek, but, like, it's amazing that you said that, because there are a lot of animes I have not watched and have no interest in. But, like, Apothecary Diaries is not one of them.
Yes. And for the longest time, I had my avatar was me, obviously AI, and I was in an Akatsuki robe, and I had my Mangekyo Sharingan in my eyes, and it was so, like, it spoke so loud to me, but it, like, 3 people got it, and I'm just like, that's fine. 3 people think I'm cool.
Right, and that's kind of the thing with anime out here. Like, there's a lot of people out here that watch anime, but it's very rare that, like, they'll list one that you're actually really into, which has been kind of my... Like, Brittany's not into the same anime I'm into. No one's watched Skip Beat, which makes me sad.
What is it?
Skip Beat's, like, it's such a dorky little thing, but it hit me at the right time. I love it.
Yeah, like, what do they call it? Slice of life. You have to be in the mood for slice of life.
Exactly.
Or, like, I think that, look, we just dropped about 5 people. We're talking about anime. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can talk.
You know what? Send your anime friends. I know you have them.
I literally have no friends. Not for real.
No, I mean the chat.
Oh, the chat. Yeah, no, send your anime people. Shit, yeah, we'll talk all day long.
Because, like, sometimes I do things that drop the numbers significantly. Like, obviously my drama usually takes precedent in numbers. And then...
Are you kidding me? There was, like, 14 people in here.
Channels, or episodes, just because I want to do them. And
yeah.
I don't care. Eventually other people that like those things will show up.
I really enjoy your stream names.
Oh, thanks. I put almost no effort into them. I just have random whims like 5 minutes before I schedule it.
I also take my titles for my streams from anime. So
very nice.
Let's see. Like, I'm back from the day when Akira was the first.
Yeah, Akira was the OG. Trigun was probably my first real anime that I got really into. I love the Trigun.
Kella's going live. This is the drop. Oh, that's the drop. Okay.
Well, I'm going to say that, like, here in about an hour, I'm going to be at Von Beardo's Blaze Memorial.
But we're both nerds. Thank you. That's really sweet. I know. I've come to peace with that. It's fine. Yeah. So anytime any of y'all want to hit me up on my page, see, because the damn thing's named Kylar Storm Drill and Thrill, and I was hospitalized on my birthday's June 7th. I was hospitalized on the 3rd. And went to the neurologic specialty. They thought I had a stroke. They called a code, blah, blah, blah. In the middle of that, I got a message saying, yes, Gemini. I got a message saying I want nothing to do with it anymore. People are upset. I don't really want to deal with the drama and everything. And the channel was like, here, take the channel, and like dropped it in my lap. So what I've been doing is just kind of scrambling and trying.
I think that's, I'm also a little bit, like, trying out new things and stuff. I'm, like, kind of floundering about. Because, one, like, a lot of the topics that are happening are just too heavy to want to interact with all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like, I need to get out of my comfort zone anyway. So sometimes these things are like forced upon you, and that's always a good time for like artistic creativity, in my opinion.
Yes. Although you said artistic creativity, I was going to do like Fashion Fridays.
Hey, why not?
Because I love. Do you know the difference between concept and RTW?
What? No.
Okay, so concept is the artist literally had some sort of weird acid trip and created this thing to put on a person that you would never, ever, 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 ever wear anywhere. And that's concept. And ready to wear RTW is stuff that, per season. And on God, I don't remember what I was looking at last night. It was one of the newer designers, and this lady came out with bloody white, absolutely white, looking like she was dragging a fucking quilt behind her, and there were bloody streak handprints, like literally all over this white, and I'm going, it was on her face, it was on the thing, like it looked like she just killed somebody and then forgot she had to wear a white dress. It was fucking unreal, and I was like,
oh my, wear that to a wedding,
right? It's not good to wear white to a wedding.
I have a toxic relationship with finding online instances of women wearing white to weddings. I'm not gonna lie. I love looking at those stories. Like on Reddit or whatever.
Why? I'm not why.
There's just so much rage. Well, because like the bride's supposed to wear the wedding and white, right? And even if the bride's not wearing white, it's kind of a faux pas to wear white to a wedding in a lot of cases. And I just kind of love like hearing like the stories where it's like the mother-in-law, and so the husband has like all these excuses why no, it has to be ivory that she wears, even when the to-be wife is like, no, stop, like I just don't want this. I don't know, something about like those toxic dynamics.
Okay, but are they there? Are they there for your special day? Are they there? Are they present? Did they see it?
I mean, I think it just kind of comes down to like, in some cases you can tell that it's to bother the bride. Like, some people don't care. Like, I wouldn't care, right? But, like, some people do, and, like, they're not being, It says a lot when, like, a husband doesn't stand up for their wife or whatever.
Yeah, I can get that. And, to each his own.
I suppose, yeah.
If you want to be...
I just think of the weddings as an excuse to wear, like, I almost want to, like, know what the colors are. Like, I want to be, like, as part of the scenery as the bride wants.
Honestly, you know how funny it was you said that they're, like, I should wear a crown of flowers? I
just saw your shirt, and I was like, man, if only she had, like, a flower crown right now.
If I pull a flower crown out, are you going to be, like, completely...
No, I'm down for a flower crown. I'd be jealous. I don't have a flower crown.
You'd be jealous.
I have a gnome. I have some fake mustaches.
You have some fake... You know what, though? That's valid. That's good. It's not in this one. Well, shit. Although, I do have... or did have a really, really cool Alice in Wonderland thing. It's the caterpillar.
Nice. That is really cool. See, like, I love that stuff. I love looking at this stuff, but I never wear that stuff. I'm like a pretty low accessory guy. But I love looking at them. Like, we used to do, like, a bunch of, like, estate sales stuff. when I
Oh,
was younger.
yeah.
And, like, I loved all the costume jewelry.
Yes. I love costume jewelry.
I'm like a Corvid that way. I just like looking at the shiny things.
I like it so much I make my own. Like, this is lapis, and I made it.
Lapis is solid.
Not bad.
Very cool.
I have a bracelet with a lot of stuff on it. Citrine. I don't know. I just went through this whole thing where I'm going to make jewelry like any other female on the planet.
I go through those phases all the time. No judgment here.
I do have my Cthulhu ring.
Oh, that's cool. Look at you.
And Ms. Bungle is right. White is actually a relatively new.
Yeah, it's from like the Victorian era, right?
Yes, because
Queen Victoria.
Yes, because Queen Victoria wanted to be absolutely pure. Everything's pure. Everything's.
I surprised myself by wearing ivory, if I'm honest with you, for my wedding. Like, I kind of, like, I don't know, my brain, for years, I was just like, color, probably. But, like, I don't know, I liked the dress. What do you guys do?
The dress, I am not a... Okay. Do you know how Mormon weddings work? It's so weird.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, so when you're in the temple, at any point in time, you have these cute little white slippers, and you have a little white dress that you put on. You have to have white stockings, white everything. Everything. Just let me say everything. And that's you going in there doing what you're doing. Now, everyone who thinks that there is the wedding dress and whatnot, and the pictures and the this and the that, you can't wear that dress into the temple.
Not the bummer. Just because I like a good party. Not gonna lie.
You can't wear it into
I think the wedding's like the best excuse to dress up as ridiculously.
No, you can. Oh, absolutely. But you can later you can put it on after the whole thing happens, the ceiling, and but it's like that's why I won't pay $5,000 for a fucking wedding dress, because it's like I'm only gonna wear it for the party and the luncheon.
I promise you, I did not pay $5,000 for a wedding dress. I'm not that guy.
I have a question. Your pronouns are he and him.
No, I'm non-binary, so my preferred pronoun is technically they them.
Okay.
But I am not worried. I tend to feel validated a little bit when people use he just for funsies, but I don't expect anyone to actually do it, and then I'm not offended by people using she or.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like, I like when the mood suits people to call me something other than the default, I guess.
I am very... I worked with teenagers that had mental issues a lot. That was a lot of my travel. And if people would have just respected and listened to them and respected what they wanted to be called, regardless, they might want to do it like different a year from now. But at that time, when it's that, they needed that affirmation. And so that kind of grew on me to where, like, I'm asking people, like, are you they, them? Are you he, him? Are you, like, because I want to be able to validate. So.
Right. And I agree with you that a lot of it just comes down to, like, a lot of the early steps for any of these things about identity come down to who is pushing back and how hard they're pushing back. So if it's like people you're supposed to respect and they won't respect you, you're going to have a lot more conflict.
So I will say that the people that are not... Okay, how am I going to say this without being a dick? And not specific. There are many people like you that have been kind of put in a place, labeled certain things based upon, like AJ, her Tumblr.
Yeah.
Okay. Like other things like that. There are people in my family who are polyamorous, non-monogamous, and also are furries. They're furry.
Right.
So I can
Like,
actually...
lots of people exist on, like, I don't know, as long as it doesn't bother other people. It kind of is like drug use to me, right? Like, if you use drugs and it's not affecting the people around you, I genuinely do not care. The problem with becoming an addict is, at that point, it usually is affecting the people around you.
Yeah.
Especially when there's, like, children involved or anything like that.
Oh,
You know, I
Jesus.
come from my parents were addicts. You know, my grandma wanted me to be social aid. My parents were addicts. So, like, I know what it's like to be in a scenario where someone else's drug use is affecting me.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of the time, when I'm approached with these subjects like AJ's, you know, DDLG or the furry stuff or whatever, right? I just kind of go, is there a victim? And if the answer is no, then I do not care.
Right. Who... To quote one of my instructors, but did you die? But did somebody die in Minecraft? Like, is it... Who does it hurt? Does it hurt anyone?
Right.
Or does it just impact the people that are...
And you can make an argument about how, like, we can have a sliding scale argument where, like, this is where social stuff is going to lead you. But then you're going to need a lot more examples of that. That isn't just going to be conveniently also other creators in the same space.
Exactly. And people also... I think people also... You can change a person's opinion, but you cannot change their morals or values, because that's already in there. And I think a lot of the stuff that's put out here, like stuff about you, stuff about other people, I don't know if you've read Rousseau.
I haven't. It's again, something I just keep putting off.
So Jean-Jacques Rousseau did The Social Contract, and basically what he's saying is, first of all, if you're 18, you need to go find a family and stick with it instead of, like, being in your parents. You know what I mean? And another thing is, like...
I will say, if I had stuck with the choices I made at 18, we would be in a lot different situation. 18, like, I did wait till I had a kid and I was, like... I had a kid at 27 and I got married at, like, 35, okay? So, like, I'm that guy. I think young people make so many mistakes because I made a lot of mistakes.
So did I. And honestly, I don't care. I am living with my daughter right now. My ex-husband and his mom.
Okay. I mean, these things happen. Like, I've been in situations before, like, not for a long time. I'm pretty steady now, but that doesn't mean nothing will happen again.
I have never
and I've gotten along with exes, and I've gotten along with exes' families.
No, but we're besties. Like, he and I are besties. We got divorced. It was just like, I'm tired of doing this. Yeah, me too. All right, let's get divorced. Cool. That's all it was. That's
right.
literally
Sometimes
all it was.
It's just time to move on, you know?
And I don't know what's in the mix, and, you know, pass this around or whatever. It's out loud on purpose, but I don't know what's in the mix, but I always said that I would not, because when he and I got married, it was not in the temple, and that pissed my dad off all the way. It was at the Justice of the Peace. So, and yes, he did have to sign but we kind of lied and told him that we were going to Salt Lake to. Long story, whatever. He is now asking to go to church with me, so you don't know. There might be a Kylar wedding. I'm not sure. Hey, and if any of y'all are
No
under
former minors are allowed, though.
no former minors, absolutely not. If you used to be 17, fuck off. You cannot come.
In fact, if you were on the internet before you turned 18, you could just leave.
Oh fuck, I gotta go. I remember.
Speaking of which, I do think I'm going to go because I'm going to start making food before the Blaze Memorial. But I appreciate talking to you. This has been great.
Yeah, it's been fun. Anytime you want to talk, it's fine. If I see you on, I'll come say hey. But thank everyone.
We love an open door policy.
Yeah, it is an open door policy, and I thank everybody for listening to me prattle. So
farewell. Thank you. Bye.
I think I fucked up. That's interesting. So, today, guys, I was actually going to go start watching Stank Tank. And I had told myself that when I watched Stank Tank, I was going to do Rev's makeup. Like, the whole thing. Because I just, like, kind of was down for that emo shit. I did not know that Blaze was having a memorial today. Very sad. It's a very good way to remember her. So, but I think for now, because my cat is acting like I am abusing him, he wants his cookies. Oh, you didn't feel like you knew Blaze? I really thought that she was a sweet soul. I just thought, like, I honestly think that in order to be up here and talk to people, you have to have nuts the size of watermelons. Because this isn't easy. It really isn't. So, yeah. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do a little bit of fine tuning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you on the other side. Have a good night.